YouTube feels permanent, doesn't it? Like it's always been around and always will be. But what if the very thing that makes it so huge, its unbelievable size, is actually pushing it toward a total breaking point? Today, we're diving into a pretty startling theory that YouTube is on a collision course with a server meltdown. So this is the big idea we're unpacking. The argument is that YouTube has blown past some kind of critical point. It's not just a big platform anymore. It's a system that's become so gigantic it might actually be fundamentally unstable. To even get our heads around how this is possible, you have to appreciate the just mind-boggling scale we're talking about. This isn't just about views or subscribers. This is about the raw, physical weight of all that data. I want you to try and imagine every movie ever made, every TV show, every home video. YouTube's archive absolutely dwarfs all of that combined. And according to the source we're looking at, this incredible achievement, well, it's also its greatest weakness. And it's not just about how much is already there, it's the speed. Over 500 hours of video get uploaded every single minute. That's not a library anymore. That's a constantly raging river of data. And the source argues that the dam is about to break. The core idea here is that there has to be a physical limit, right? The servers, the code, the whole infrastructure, it's all being stretched to its absolute limit by this relentless flood of new content. Okay, so how does this huge kind of abstract problem actually affect you and me? Well, according to the source, the warning signs are already here, and they're disguised as those little everyday glitches we all see. Oh, you know the feeling. A video just buffers forever, the comments section won't load, your upload fails for no reason. Well, the argument here is that these aren't just random annoyances. They're symptoms of that data overload we were just talking about. Missing thumbnails, comments that just spin, live stream failures, even older videos that seem to just vanish from the archive. The claim is that these are all connected. They're not isolated bugs, but stress fractures in a system that's under an unimaginable amount of pressure. This quote really captures the entire argument perfectly. We're being told to look at these small glitches differently, not as problems to be fixed, but as warning shots for much, much bigger failure that could be coming. And all of this leads to the really terrifying technical idea at the heart of this whole theory. What is the actual thing, the mechanism, that could bring a giant like YouTube to its knees? Well, the source has a name for it. Critical failure mode. I know, it sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie, but it is a very real term in engineering. It's that moment when a system gets so complex and so overloaded that it just can't function anymore. And the allegation is that YouTube is sleepwalking right into this exact scenario. And we're not talking about a slow decline here. The theory is that the collapse could be sudden and catastrophic. A single crucial server failing could be the first domino to fall, setting off a chain reaction that brings the whole network crashing down. So what would a post-collapse YouTube even look like? It wouldn't just vanish into thin air. Instead, the source describes something much weirder, like a digital ghost town. Just look at this comparison. No new uploads, no new comments, no new recommendations. Everything that makes YouTube feel alive, the community, the constant stream of new stuff, it would all be gone. It would basically become a digital museum, just frozen in time. And that's the ultimate paradox, isn't it? The very thing that made YouTube this absolute titan, its infinite, always growing library, could be the very thing that brings it all down. Like an engine that's so powerful, it's just destined to burn itself out. So, if this theory is even a little bit true, what happens next? The source doesn't really offer any easy answers, just one final, kind of chilling prediction. A pretty stark conclusion. The source presents this not as a what if, but as a when. It really forces us to think about how fragile our digital world actually is. And it asks a terrifying question. What if the more we try to save, the more we ultimately stand to lose?